Hi, I'm Tiffany Domina. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my website is howtoentrepreneur.org, and my mission is to help you grow a business from idea to enterprise. So if you or someone you know wants to start or grow a business, definitely stop by howtoentrepreneur.org and check out the free coaching. It's 7 days of private message coaching to help you grow your business from idea to full-time income and from full-time income to enterprise. So today, we'll be doing a Grant Cardone University review. We'll be discussing the pros, cons, and the alternatives. So if you're looking for a thorough Grant Cardone University review, you're in the right place. And also, if you're looking for a demo of what Grant Cardone University is like, then you're absolutely in the right place, because today I'll be sharing with you what Grant Cardone University is like. So, it's likely if you're here, you want to improve your sales skills. You probably know that being good at commission-based sales gives you lots of financial security, because in order to increase your pay, you simply produce. Unlike other jobs where you have tenure, test to pass, or slot limitations for pay raises, in sales, you sell more and you get paid more. Now, while the idea of having complete control of your income can be very liberating, it can also be overwhelming if you don't have the skills to produce much. And as said by Zig Ziglar, sales is the highest paying hard work, and sales is the lowest paying easy work. Okay, let me repeat that. Sales is the highest paying hard work and the lowest paying easy work. So some people buy into the optimistic side of sales without the sales skills, and they struggle immensely, barely able to make a paycheck, and many even drop out. If you're here, it's likely you want to be successful. You might already be seeing some level of success, but you want to take it up a notch. And you've probably heard of Grant Cardone and the amazing feats he's achieved in his career as a sales professional and entrepreneur. And you want to know whether Grant Cardone University will give you a high return for your money. So in this Grant Cardone University review, I will tell you who Grant Cardone is in case you don't know, what Grant Cardone University is, how it works, pros and cons, what it does well and what it does not, what others are saying, both good and bad, my recommendation, and alternatives. So, first let's start with who is Grant Cardone. So if you've ever been in a hard time, personally or professionally, it's likely you can relate to Grant Cardone's transformation story. He describes his childhood as a financial struggle with constant fear of being able to afford normal things and living paycheck to paycheck. At 9 years old, his dad made it into the middle class, bought his dream house for their family, and died shortly after. His mom was too concerned about finances to keep the house, and she sold it within 1 month of his dad passing away. His young adulthood was plagued with drugs, lots of failure, and collapsed confidence. He had gotten so addicted to drugs, he wasn't confident he could ever get off. Doctors told him he had many non-curable diseases like ADD, ADHD, and many others that would disable him from ever being normal. But he chose to doubt them. He wasn't able to keep jobs because he couldn't control his drug addiction, and he had very little hope for himself. But when he was at his lowest point in the drug treatment center, he decided to avoid the rehab drugs and to avoid the drugs he'd chosen. He chose to stay busy and to throw his obsessive nature into healthy habits, and he started to see uphill progress. He describes that he hated sales, but he wasn't able to acquire any other work. He disliked the questionable ethics, the manipulation, and the dishonesty that plagued the sales industry, but he chose to be different. Today, Grant Cardone is one of the top salespeople in the world after hitting his lowest low, nearly dying, and deciding to turn away from drugs. He never went back. Now his business is projecting over $1 billion in sales this year. He's a New York Times best-selling author, a father, a husband, and a mentor to thousands, possibly even millions of people all across the world through Grant Cardone University, his YouTube channel, his books, his events, and other content he's developed. So if you'd like to read more of his biography and quotes that fueled his transformation, check out the biography and quotes I've compiled on Grant Cardone here at hotentrepreneur.org. And this is a link inside of this article. I'll leave a link to this article in the description box below, so if there's anything I mentioned during this video that's interesting to you, you can just stop by and check all these resources out. So, what is Grant Cardone University? Grant Cardone University is an education platform for entrepreneurs and sales professionals that's intended to teach you the key skills you need to increase your income by learning to sell. The topics taught at Cardone University include sales fundamentals, understanding buyer psychology, the perfect sales system, perfecting customer retention and conversion, 101 ways to stay motivated, 64 traits of successful entrepreneurs, mastering the close, advanced sales and negotiation, mastering the cold call, professional prospecting, internet lead response strategies, and so much more. In total, right now, there's over 800 business courses. There's access to a private community. There's live weekly Q&A. There's exclusive content and discounts on products and services, and you get certificates of completion on each course. So the nice thing about the Q&A is you're able to actually get answers from Grant Cardone and from other specialists that he brings on, and he has some really amazing connections. So it's nice to hear perspectives of other successful entrepreneurs as well, and Grant Cardone definitely makes sure that that happens. So how does Grant Cardone University work? Once you become a member of Grant Cardone University, you're given immediate access to onboarding courses, the training material, and an invite into the private community Cardone Connect, hosted in a Facebook group. So you can start taking the courses immediately. However, you're recommended to take 2 lessons at 10 minutes per day to give time for consuming the content and also for implementation. Each course is straight to the point. They give you an introduction to let you know what skills you can expect to acquire and how it will impact you professionally. Then they move on to show you how to implement. He has lessons broken up very nicely into 4 to 10 minute segments and quizzes to follow the lessons to ensure you're acquiring the skills. So unlike what's common in other programs at Cardone University, you're not asked to buy additional tools in order to effectively use the information provided, and other products sold by Grant Cardone's companies are not forcefully upsold to you. Instead, there's a tab with additional products that you can glance over and purchase at your convenience. So, how do I get started with Grant Cardone University? If you wanted to get started, you would create their 14-day free trial account and explore the platform fully. You can see if the content is valuable to you, and you can also network with others in the private group. If you find the content is valuable for you, then you can maintain your membership or even purchase other products. So who is Grant Cardone University for? Grant Cardone University is for people who want to make more income by becoming better at sales. It's for those who enjoy personal and professional development, those who need a transformation in their attitude, those who want to improve the results they're getting professionally, and those who want to be challenged by people with crazy work ethics. I mean, Grant Cardone, he is a very hardworking man. He's very aggressive with dominating his industry, and I think that being able to watch that and emulate that and learn from that is really powerful. So Grant Cardone University, as far as the support goes, they offer email and they offer phone support. So you actually do get a phone number that you can pick up the phone and dial and speak to someone. They have a staff of over 100 employees dedicated to the Cardone mission. So it's not like other membership programs where you pay and then you kind of feel like you have to operate independently. It's you have support as well as the community. So what does Grant Cardone University do well? They provide high quality training. They teach professional skills that can help people of all professions. They provide support. They're interactive, so you get to live stream. You get to participate in those live stream sessions where Grant Cardone and other professionals will answer questions. And these are not just people who say they're successful. These are people that you can look up on YouTube and see large followings. You can look on Facebook. You can see that these people have accomplished lots of things. You can see testimonials. You can really verify that the people he has on his platform aren't just top triers, they're doers. So what doesn't Grant Cardone University do well? This is very, very, very minor, but I really had a difficult time finding things, but I still wanted to be honest with you and let you know that there are imperfections. So the thing that I did find was the progress bars within the courses can be a little confusing when you're starting out. Each lesson may be 4 to 5 minutes, but the progress bar will say you're 13% or so into the course, and really it's because he has each course split into lessons. As a result, it might be a little confusing determining how much content is required to complete the course, or the total time requirement if you want to complete the courses faster than 2 lessons per day. The thing I want to warn you about is that the courses actually require actionable tasks to be done. So if you try to complete the courses faster, you may not actually have the task done yet. For me, I wanted to go through and see if it would really be a challenge, if it would really be something that I feel confident about before actually going back and committing to doing the task slower. And I was really, really pleasantly surprised with the content that's provided inside of Grant Cardone University. But I'm jumping ahead on my opinion. And so let's talk about the review roundup. What are other people saying about Grant Cardone University? So when you look around for Grant Cardone University reviews, there's a clear monopoly of positive reviews, and very few people have negative things to say about it. Here's a general consensus of what I've found others saying about Grant Cardone University. Some common positive feedback was, I read and reread all of Grant's material. Grant Cardone is the best sales trainer of all time. Grant Cardone University is the real deal. My entire organization is signed up for Cardone U. The courses help tremendously with improving my sales processes. He infuses much more ethics than most other trainers in the sales industry. And you can actually look at the homepage of Cardone University and you can see other reviews. My business doubled in 8 months. Numbers don't lie. We've gone from 2 million to over 4 million. And you have increased profit over 300%. We more than doubled our year-over-year revenue and exceeded our yearly target. Now we're working with clients like Google, Amazon, Coca-Cola, and our profitability increased 300% over the last year. Then you have jump-started their business. This week we sold more advertising than in the last 8 months. We 10x our monthly sales in just 1 week. So you have this person who went from 500,000 to million in 1 year. And this person who says they've become a top producer. They went from selling 1 car a month to 13. And he's 19 years old. So that's pretty cool. Then you have people like Steve Harvey, who is saying Grant teaches priceless information never taught in schools. You have John Maxwell. He says Grant is one of the greatest educators of this time. You have Damon John from Shark Tank, who says Grant will build you a sales machine, and Russell Brunson, who says Grant is a monster social media marketer. So these people are all very notable and have huge platforms of their own, and they're all saying that Grant Cardone is the way to go. So some common negative feedback is, there's always going to be a positive and a negative, and I want to be upfront about what that might look like. So it says some positive, negative feedback are that there are always going to be people who contend about the price. Grant Cardone has people who feel they've paid too much and people who feel they haven't paid enough because the value is measured subjectively. So some people will say that the price is high, or that that there's other ways to squeeze value. So that's an opinion, but definitely those people do exist. There's some people who disagree with Grant Cardone's philosophies on things like debt, on some of his methodology and other things as well. But some of the most helpful, positive Grant Cardone University reviews, like I have one most helpful positive review here, and it says, I have been on Cardone University for just over 2 years. I'm a finance manager in the RV industry, and the majority of our staff uses it. Our entire sales staff, management, service writers, and miscellaneous other trainers train with it. I would highly recommend Cardone University and all of his products. The training translates no matter what industry you are in. Our staff has had significant gains in sales volume, profit, and income. He does put out a ton of free content on every social media outlet, but the university gives you some structure, puts everything together for you, and provides access to all of his content. So this was from Bigger Pockets. If you haven't seen that forum, they have quite a few people who have talked about Cardone University, had experiences with it, and this person was one of the ones that basically he I could tell he had a long-term experience and quite a wide observation of being able to see several different people use the Cardone University material. So that's why I thought that one was really helpful. As far as the most helpful negative Grant Cardone University review, the person says, I recently signed up with Cardone U. I'm so thankful that I waited until Black Friday to purchase the deal for $9.97 instead of the normal fluctuating prices of anywhere between $2 to $5. The reason is because I feel that even at $9.97, I got a bad deal. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Grant Cardone fan and continue to reread, listen to his books, but if you want the same value or content for a much cheaper price, download all of his audiobooks, buy the physical copies, follow all of his social media channels, and you'll get the same value and information for a much better price. The only thing you won't get are the certifications, which is basically just a way of telling prospective employers or people that you're training that you are equipped with the proper knowledge to be successful at selling and helping others do the same. A much cheaper way to accomplish that, in my opinion, is to get some solid video testimonies of people you've worked with or for that can and will vouch for your skills and ability to deliver results. As a Grant Cardone fan, I feel like I was swindled by purchasing Cardone U. So this is a person on the opposite end of the spectrum, and I want to comment that even if you were to follow Grant Cardone on all of the social media channels, you have no predictability of what he'll be publishing on his social media channels. You have no predictability of what he'll be publishing on YouTube, and it's not concise. It doesn't go chronologically from this is the first step of what you do to this is the last step of what you do. So when you sign up for Cardone U, everything is chronological. It's like He goes over things consecutively. You know what to expect. You know by the end of this course, these are the skills you should take away from it. So I personally don't agree with this person, and even with that, I'm not sure what deal they got for $9.97, but Cardone U is a monthly price. I'm sure you can get it for the annual price, but like I said, there will be people who say that things are too expensive, and people who say it's not expensive enough. If you get a high return on your investment, in my opinion, it's well priced. So Grant Cardone University, as far as the price, you start with a 14-day free trial, and then it's $97 a month. There are other products sold at Cardone University that range in price from $97 to $2,500. So that's something to be mindful of. As far as my final opinion of Cardone University, let me go ahead and tell you my opinion, and then I want to go and do the walkthrough of Cardone University and let you see. So my first Grant Cardone course was on Udemy, and I really enjoyed it. He's a great trainer. Like John Maxwell says, he's one of the best trainers of our time. He gets to the point, and he offers technical skills and mindset advice. The training is very high quality, consistently upgraded and added on to, and he teaches service to the customer as the overarching character trait that makes sales professionals successful. And I love that. I truly believe that. Other trainers in the space teach manipulative methods and come off very controlling. So I'm happy to see Grant Cardone infuse many strong ethical stances into his training. I find that the training is most applicable to businesses who do the majority of their sales conversion process offline. But the more and more I look through the courses, the more I let the information kind of like settle inside, the more I can see how it's applicable online as well. I think that for example, companies who attract website leads, then they handle the sales conversion process in person or by phone. He illustrates this process a lot. However, there isn't any coursework on copywriting or writing for sales, traffic generation, website conversion, or things like that. So what you would have to do is take the information, the theories, the psychology that he gives you, and you'll have to also take his example, because he demonstrates a really powerful example of how to use the internet, and he's great at using social media, at putting out really good content, and at growing audiences. So you would have to take his example and emulate that in addition to taking the courses. But if you want something that is like really tailored for internet marketing, then I would definitely recommend that you get a complimentary course that can help you even more to apply the technical skills of internet marketing. So before I move on and discuss any alternatives in the market, I want to just show you Cardone U, the back office. So as you can see, these are the courses that are included. Each of the courses has so much inside. So I'll just take you on a brief. So you can see there's several lessons inside of each course before you get your certification. And even if you go inside of here, there's several modules inside of each lesson. And the nice thing about the way he has each course split up is that each of these is like 4 to 5 minutes. So you complete one lesson and then you can move on to the next lesson. So you can see that. Then you go back to the library and there's several courses here. In addition to the Cardone U courses, you also can check out his webinars, his 10X Growth Conference recording, and there's other products that he has that you can check out. So in addition to that, there's also webinars. There's the the webinars and the live training. So there's a lot that you get access to with Cardone U with the monthly membership. And you also get discounts on his products. So you can see this product here goes for $1,539 retail price, but you can get it inside of Cardone U for $97. And the same thing for his Secrets of the Wealthy course. That one is retail $1,975, but inside of Cardone U it's $97. So there's a lot of other things that you can get inside of Cardone U as well. So going back to the alternatives, there are a few other alternatives that sell sales training for entrepreneurs and those who want to learn high-paying skills. And these are some of the alternatives. There's Udemy has sales courses. There's Jordan Belfort. He has his The Wolf Network that I recently did a review here on How to Entrepreneur that you might want to check out. But Jordan Belfort he has courses on sales, high ticket sales negotiation, and different things like that. Dan Locke, he has courses on high ticket sales, on negotiation, on closing, on sales process, and all of those things. And then you have Wealthy Affiliate. They have training on sales specifically targeted towards online sales. But all of these programs offer similar skills to you, and I have reviews on each of them. However, I think Cardone U is very, very organized. It's reasonably priced in exchange for what you get. I mean, you get 800 courses, you get live Q&A weekly, you get access to Grant Cardone through the Q&A. So it's a lot of value that they're giving you, and they provide more support than most others in the sales training industry. So, but if you're still looking for Cardone U alternatives to increase your offline sales, my top recommendation would be Udemy. They have lots of instructors there. They have even Grant Cardone's course. One of his courses is on the Udemy platform, and I've linked to that course here. So if you want a taste for what you can get from Grant Cardone, then I would definitely check out his course on Udemy and evaluate his training style. You'll see how packed with information and actionable skills that course is, and then you can decide if if you want to commit to the membership at Cardone U. But like I said, the Cardone U is even 14 days free trial, so whichever way you want to go, you can try out Grant Cardone's training style. In addition to Udemy, there's my top recommendation for online sales training is Wealthy Affiliate. So if you're looking for training and a community that can support you as you learn to sell products and services on the internet, I recommend that you sign up to Wealthy Affiliate. If you join Wealthy Affiliate from here, from howtoentrepreneur.org or from howtoentrepreneur.org, you'll get my business growth blueprint and 7 days of private message coaching for free. Cardone University and Wealthy Affiliate could be very good complements. That's what they are for me. And you could learn both online and offline sales methods. You'll learn to understand buyer psychology. You'll learn copywriting, as well as how the actual technical skills over the shoulder of how to run ads and things like that. So all of the combination can really be helpful for you. As you can see, these are the membership options at Wealthy Affiliate. You have the free starter membership, and you also have the monthly membership. But that's the main alternatives I recommend if you were still in the market after seeing Grant Cardone University. Even with all that, I think you should check out Cardone University, the 14-day free trial at the least, and see how it pans out for you. So it's highly recommended by me. They have, to recap, they have 800 plus business courses, live Q&A, and access to a community, credible instructors, high levels of customer satisfaction, high quality courses, some really A players who say Cardone University is really good. Technical skill training, mindset, and motivation. As a cons, it's not targeted specifically towards people who want to sell predominantly online, but there's a lot of content there that's applicable. So if you want over-the-shoulder stuff, that's the only time I'd recommend that you would look at an alternative. So yeah, with that being said, this is my review of Grant Cardone University. I hope it's really helpful for you. If it was, please give a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews like this, more videos to help you grow your business from idea to full-time income and from full-time income to enterprise, then definitely subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon so you can be notified of upcoming videos. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and have a great day. Bye.